Crooked camera, loud dog. So, as you may or not be able to tell, today is the same day as today. Today is the same day. Whew. I made the chai and I finished, and now I'm starting a new project. But this one is an overnighter, so I'm starting it now, and I'm going to finish it tomorrow. And you must be wondering, what is it? What is it? I read the title, but I still don't know what it is. It is ZONGZI, and my pronunciation, as usual, is terrible. But basically, it's a really yummy, amazing thing that everyone in China is eating this weekend, because this weekend is the Dragon Boat Festival. And I haven't done my research yet, but I think the history has to do with an amazing poet who was, what is that word? He was like oppressed. Oppressed isn't really the right word. And then he died, and then they like cut his body up and threw it in the river, and that's what we eat as ZONGZI? His body? I'm not sure. I'm gonna check on that, and yeah, definitely gonna double check that one. But basically, I got bamboo leaves, which I showed you in another video, and I got pork belly. And pork belly, oh my goodness, like our supermarket has a huge meat selection. So I was like, they have all kinds of pork. Why wouldn't they have pork belly? It's just another part of the animal, right? No. The butcher was like, we never carry pork belly. And I was like, yee. And then I had to call another butcher, and they were like, we're on holiday. And I was like, ah. And then I finally found my pork belly. So I'm very excited. This is not easy to acquire, but I got it. And this recipe says that it's not really substitutable, because the pork belly has a nice high fat content, and that is what makes the ZONGZI so melt in your mouthy. However, I will be making a vegetarian ZONGZI because I have my sister here for her birthday weekend and she's vegetarian. So I'm going to be doing mushroom and cashew. I know that sounds weird, but I don't have chestnuts. That's it. Let's get going. Basically, what I need to do overnight is marinate the meat, soak the rice, and soak the bamboo. So we're going to get chopping, marinating, soaking. It's going to be great. Good morning. Wait, I gotta bring the energy. Good morning, everybody. I'm sleepy. Look at my eyes. I'm like not fully awake, but it's okay. It's okay. I actually did wake up, and then like my first thought was like, ooh, it's time to make the ZONGZI. I'm so excited. So that's a real thing that's happening. Could possibly be related to the fact that, there's a pandemic, and certain things that may not have been so exciting are suddenly very exciting. It's nice to have something to look forward to, though. I mean, actually, I have a lot to look forward to. Today is my sister's birthday. Well, it's like her fake birthday. It's the day that we're celebrating because she's here and it's a weekend. So we are actually going to do our birthday tradition where we wake her up. Ooh, let me show you what I got her. also she loves mauve. What do you guys say? So I just had this whole like purple theme going on. It's gonna be a great day. Okay, so I also stayed up late watching videos of how to wrap the ZONGZI. I'm really not stressed. I'm really nervous that I'm gonna mess them up. So we are gonna find out if this twine has stood the test of time. I'm pretty sure this is 1,000-year-old twine, like everything else in this house. It's fine. I love you, everybody. The lady who wrote the recipe, lady or man, I always assume it's like me, so it's a female. The person who wrote the recipe, she was like, if you have bad twine, they're gonna break. So we're gonna find out. Nah. My mouth just suddenly feels so dry. Yeah. This is too much talking for the morning. This is my rice from last night. I would show you, but it just looks exactly the same. It's just rice. It's wet rice. So I need to rinse this off, and then we're gonna marinate it for 30 minutes in dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, sugar, and salt. My rice is soaking, but the recipe said in the meantime, and this is one of those really annoying in the meantime, so it's like, in the meantime, I was planning to just drink my coffee and maybe actually sit down and have real breakfast, but it says in the meantime, gently wipe every bamboo leaf on both sides. So yeah, I feel like I was just given a really annoying homework assignment. These have all been washed and sort of scrubbed down. That was a lot of work. I hope that these come out. So I'm just gonna trim off the ends like we talked about. We are going to be wrapping our ZONGZI. This is really exciting because like we're getting really close to, well, not really close. We're still like 5 hours away from eating, but we're getting there. So this is my twine. I'm gonna cut it into really long pieces. I actually don't know how long. I think like maybe this long. And then I'm gonna tie them to this handle of the cabinet because when we wrap the ZONGZI, I'm gonna have like one hand, I'm gonna wrap it and it's gonna be in one hand and I'm gonna have to tie it with the other hand. So I won't really have a lot of hands going on here, just my 2 hands. So this is gonna help me so I don't have to mess with like cutting this string. So let's do that. Let's do that. I'm done. Look at all this. It looks terrible. Ooh, something's beeping. Oh, Cordy's awake. So I don't even know. I guess I'll just tie this. Hi, everybody. So it's time to make the ZONGZI. I'm going to start by making vegetarian, and I'm going to be putting them in this pressure cooker as they finish. I've got my twine here. It's like tied to the cabinet. And so let's go. This is the carnage of my ZONGZI, but these are all the vegetarian ones. Really exciting. Let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? 13, I think. So I'm gonna put these into the pressure cooker and cook them. This is really hard. I'm not looking forward to doing the pork. So I just finished wrapping all the ZONGZI. Wow, super exhausting. Vegetarian ones are done. My meat ones I haven't put into the pot yet. I just needed to take a second to tell you that this is really hard. It was really frustrating at times. I have a little extra pork, so I'm just gonna eat it. I'm gonna cook it and then eat it. I have extra bamboo, but I did not have extra rice. And I also want to tell you, I didn't mention this yet. I kept thinking I need to tell them. This is half the recipe.
Half the recipe.
I'm super exhausted. The kitchen's a mess. There's rice and marinade between my toes. But I really hope they taste good. It will all be worth it eventually. So if you're curious, let's check out our pressure cooker. Okay. Woo! Check it out. Here they are. These are our cooked vegetarian ZONGZI! Okay, hi. So I was gonna do one pressure cooker and one slow cook method, but I'm just exhausted and I want to be done. So I'm gonna take these out of our pressure cooker, the ones I just showed you, and I'm gonna put the meat ones in, and I'm gonna cook them because I don't want to slow cook for 5 hours. I just don't, not at this point. I want to fast cook under pressure for 1 hour. So while it's cooking, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna get all ready, we're gonna get all fancy, and we're gonna do our taste testing. And they're gonna be good. I hope. I need them to be good. Oh. Hi. Okay, I'm here again. Obviously have not showered, but I'm here to tell you that after my little breakdown, I decided that I will do the slow cooking method. So on the stovetop right now, we have a big pot. It actually has a mix of vegetarian and meat because that's what was like left. And those are doing the slow cooked method. And then I have my pressure cooker with the meat, and that's what's happening. So we will be able to compare the two. Okay, bye. Hi everybody! I've had my shower, I've done my makeup. So we pressure cooked the meat and the vegetarian and we're ready to taste it. I just wanted to tell you that in here are the slow cooking ZONGZI, but basically they're not going to be ready for several hours and I want to finish up this video, so I won't show them if they taste the same. If they taste really different and amazing, then I'll film and I'll add it in. But if you don't see me doing, I'm just not going to do like a taste comparison. But I'll give you a little peek so you can see while they're cooking, how they're looking. They're not supposed to be boiling, but I guess I'm just like not good at cooking because I could not figure out how to get them to like simmer and not boil. So they're boiling, and in the recipe she's like, don't let them boil, but they are, whatever. All right, our taste testers are in position. Our ZONGZI are also in position. Let me give you a little view. Do you spy some cashews, some mushrooms, some pork belly? Okay, before we start, I want to tell you all that I read up on the story because I was really confused about the story behind ZONGZI. And I told you that it's the body of a dead poet. Actually, so a long time ago in China, there was this amazing poet who was persecuted and he was killed and his body was thrown into the river. But I lied. No, this is not his body.
Oh, good.
The people loved him, so they made ZONGZI and threw it into the river. Why do you think they did that?
Feed the fish?
Yes. They didn't want the fish to eat the amazing dead poet whose name I don't know, I'm sorry. So they threw the ZONGZI in so the fish would eat the ZONGZI and get full and the poet would rest in peace. Oh, that's so nice.
Okay. I think I'm gonna check this out, guys. Look at that.
Crack it open.
Okay, looks like you have to untie this. Alright, here we go.
The Vishla says number 1.
I've really never had anything like it.
Oh, it's so good. You can tell this will keep me going.
It's very good.
Really?
Yeah.
What
On the
are
long march.
your impression of the taste?
I think it's very much like Brazilian tasting.
Ooh.
What are the spices? Interesting.
The Chinese spice.
Does it have mushrooms in it?
Soy sauce? Yes, that one has mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Oh, the pork belly's good.
Isn't it right?
It's hot.
Look at all that content in there.
Oh man. Oh man.
So good.
Oh right. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're having Beyond Meat tonight.
Yes,
Today is pig out day.
nice.
Yes. So shout out to Hannah. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Hannah.
We're upstairs right now.
But we love you.
You will have your ZONGZI soon. Okay, bye everybody! Oh, and what should they do after they watch this video?
Wash their hands.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like it,
And
subscribe
give it
it,
a like.
thumbs up, comment.
And a comment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, goodbye everybody. Lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear loving. One more look and I forget everything. Oh, wow, mamma mia. Here we go again.